Wrapping up development on a game is, to borrow the words of former Nintendo CEO Satoru Iwata, a kind of exercise in suffering. It was Daisuke Amiya who said of the completion of Cave Story in an interview back in 2007, quote, "I slaved away for long hours just for the joyous moment of completion, but the period I finally finished it in was such a hectic one that joy took a backseat to simple relief. Something like, that's the last time I'll ever work on something that's such a pain." In the twilight hours leading up to the quote-unquote release of my current project, I find myself thinking about these quotes quite a lot. I can't say for sure what A Link to the Past, or Cave Story, or whatever game went through at the end of its respective development period, but if it was anything like what I've gone through on this project, it was probably basically just a million different fires cropping up one after the other with no end in sight, something to the tune of memory leaks, unexpected performance bottlenecks, expected performance bottlenecks that end up being worse than you thought, random crashes,
oh no,
old bugs you forgot to fix, new bugs caused by the code you changed to fix the old bugs, sequence breaks, a crash in a submenu that only one person discovered because nobody else actually went into that submenu, bugs that only you can catch because they don't look like bugs, this weird thing, more memory leaks, hardware-specific issues,
worked on my machine,
typos, the slow and crushing realization of your own cosmic insignificance against the backdrop of a global multi-billion-dollar industry, misleading UI text, another memory leak, god damn it, unreproducible errors, your own failing enthusiasm, which in some ways is the most insidious bug of all. Finishing a game is generally unpleasant, both because of all of the annoying issues you have to work through, and because it means inevitably confronting the reality of the work itself. No longer the vision of perfection that you've kept in your head all this time, but a real thing with flaws, weaknesses, memory leaks abound. It also never quite feels settled. With something like a drawing or a video, you can just look at it, and then you can see it in its entirety. It's not going to crash when someone looks at it in a way that you didn't expect, in the same way that a game will. I'm not an inexperienced engineer at this point by any means, but games tend to be just really unfathomably complex machines, and so predicting everything that might go wrong, it's a difficult thing. I'm not going to say it's impossible, because technically speaking it is mathematically possible in that there are only a finite number of game states, but it's certainly impractical, especially for a project of this size and a developer of this me. With all of that said, though, it's out. It's done. It's finished. At least the first part of it is. Technically, I finished it 2 weeks ago, but I held it back because I wanted to go through it again to test some things, and I also needed to edit together both a trailer and this video that you're watching right now. But yeah, it's done. You can go download it for free on itch.io. I will probably add it to Steam as a demo at a later time. I'm not sure when yet, but that will probably happen. So go check it out. I'm gonna go work on the next layer now, which will probably take between 8 and 10 months to complete, if projections if plans go according to projections. So I guess I'll see you guys in October, or maybe Christmas? Look forward to it.